Hola, DTCers. This is Mr. Farty here to demonstrate for you today assignment number 3 under the spreadsheets. So what I've done, as you can see, is I've actually already created the spreadsheet into the Microsoft Excel document. Now, one thing I do want to mention is at the top of the headings, you'll notice I've got column A substantially larger than the rest of the columns. If you'll notice that sometimes as you type in the columns, you can't fit all the information from that column into the small amount of space provided. So if you want to spread out your column heading, you could click on here and drag it across if you'd like to do that. Or another way to do it is if you bring up your mouse to bring up these little two arrows at the top of the headings and you simply double click, it will automatically spread it out to the furthest point so you can fit everything into one column. Anyway, so today, once I've put in the information I need for the document, first thing I wanted to do is to make sure that we calculated the average time. We also calculated the difference of the first and 10th fastest times. And then lastly, we're going to also want to sort the runners from the most present race to the oldest race. So the first thing it asks us to do is the average time of the 10 runners. So to do that, we want to put our cursor in the cell for average time. We're going to go under the functions up here at the top. We're going to click down and find average. We're going to click on average. It's going to ask, are these the cells you want to average? Which they are. We're going to simply hit enter. And we're going to have the average time for the information. Now if we click in that cell, we can then see the formula that was placed. So you want to make sure that formula is there. Now, the next thing it asks us to do is we want to make sure that we sort the runners by date from the most present race to the oldest. So for that information, under the date, if we go ahead and click at the top of the column for the first date, and we simply go to sort and filter, icon over here, we click in here, it asks, do we want to sort from oldest to newest or newest to oldest? Well, we want to go the most present race to the oldest. We're going to click on newest to the oldest. And we've got the information now highlighted. The final thing it asks us to do is find the difference between the fastest time and the 10th fastest time. Now, since their times are not in order, we have to search a little bit for that information. But to find it, we go ahead and put our cursor in the cell where we want the information. We'll go up to our formula bar. We're going to click into our formula bar. And to create the formula, we're going to say equals. And then we're going to do a parenthesis, and we're going to click on the slowest time. We're then going to subtract what would be the fastest time. So it would be right here. Once we have those, we close up the parenthesis and simply hit enter, and then we have the difference between the fastest time and the 10th fastest time. Now that we've done all the different formulas we need to worry about, we're going to have to format the spreadsheet. So to first format the spreadsheet, we want to create a border. So we're going to highlight the whole table. And we're going to find where we can actually create a border. We're going to click down, and we're going to want all borders to apply. So we have lines throughout the whole table. Second thing it asks us to do is bold the column headings. So at the top are the column headings. So we'll simply highlight them, and again, go up to the top with the bold highlighted, click on bold. And finally, we're going to want to change the column headings to another color. So if we want to go ahead and change the column headings to another color, then we're going to want to make sure that we go into our cell styles, and then we can go ahead and whatever color we want to create with it. So we'll say good, bad, or the other. So now I changed the color of the heading right there. Or another way I could do it is if I wanted to highlight the column headings, I could also go into the fill color and simply choose a fill color I want for my column headings that way as well. Make sure when we're all done to go ahead and save this and then place it into your DTC folder. So I hope everything worked out well, and thank you very much for watching.